All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, welcome in. Found us once again. Shoot the Gap. Fantasy football generational show that's spanning the generations of the 20s, 30s, and 40s. I'm your humble MC, Brian Amigo Baldwin. You know what I'm going to introduce first? Connor. What's up, my brother? I always go to Ethan first. Yeah, let's go to
You got to change it up.
How you doing, Connor, the gut marshal? How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, how's your team doing, man?
Which
Not
team are you
good?
talking about? If you're talking about the one that's doing bad, they're doing bad.
Yeah.
It's ironic because the one league that I have a shot to win it all in is the league I lost in, and both leagues that I'm not doing too hot in, I won in. So you got to take the bitter with the not so bitter, right?
Yeah, but I think you're still gonna be like in second place. So I think you're still.
I think I'm gonna be in third.
Okay. Well, still you're in the playoffs, dude. I think
you're right.
Yeah. So you're still in a great spot,
Well,
man.
it's ironic because I drafted Josh Jacobs, Joe Mixon, and Jonathan Taylor, and they've all managed to get injured different times. It's like they're
How about
passing
that?
the injury baton.
Well, dude, I'm a Kenny Galladay owner, so
I
watch
saw
it.
that. I'm a
Almost
Kenny
like
Galladay owner
Your
too.
first three picks on Aaron Jones, Miles Sanders, and Christian McCaffrey.
Ah, there he is.
I guess I'm now arriving at the party you have been at for a while, Doc. I do apologize.
Yeah. Which let's go ahead and let's do it, man. It's my honor, my pleasure. Introduce Ethan, the Doc Marshall. How you doing, man?
Good, man. Same as the gut.
Mhm.
Just focusing on the teams that are winning.
Yeah. Mine lost, but dude, I got screwed. Cookie happens to the best of us. So if you guys watch, this is now the 29th show that we're doing. It's November 2nd, so it's our first show of November in this foul year of our Lord, the day before the election day. So it's a little energy in the air. But today we're going to be talking about the week 8. The Blaster Blank show. So we'll be talking about who did well, who didn't do well, and Connor. So if they do well, what do we call them, man?
We call them a blast.
Yeah, and Doc, if they're not so good, what do we call them?
Blanks.
Like, so we're gonna be talking about that here in a little bit. Gonna be going over a little bit of information first, but. As we do, as we always start off, man. Let's start off with the Reaper meter, man. Let's do it. Yeah, man. Yeah. So the Ravens today, they placed their cornerback Marlon Humphrey on the COVID list, and the Packers placed their rookie AJ Dillon on the COVID list today. So Doc, what's your meter?
Still a 1. Business as usual. This has just been, we've kind of settled into this kind of news cycle over the last couple of weeks. So staying steady at a 1.
Connor, how does that affect you at all? Any bit, any way? Shape, or form?
No, I'm at a 1 too.
Yeah, and I have to be there too, because one of the things that that would make me concerned about this is that, you guys heard about during the week last week that the New York Giants O-line, that they basically got sent home for half the week. They didn't practice, and so you would think that, hey, that means that it's going to be feast time for Tampa Bay. And tonight, while we're recording, I think it's the third quarter. It's the ending of the third quarter, and Tampa Bay is not feasting. So, yeah.
I'm glad I took the under on this game.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. So. But of course, we did go through a little bit of it was a Sunday, so some things happened, so that we need to talk about real quick. So we'll go and start off with the MASH unit. The yeah, there was some injuries, but you know what? How I like to go and present it is always like in a very, very positive way. So, Merry Early Christmas, and I'll just jump back and forth between you and Connor, Doc, and Connor's following up. He's doing Gase. Oh my God!
I was waiting
Adam
for you to
Gase
recognize it.
Adam Gase is inside of Connor.
That did not take you very
The
long.
power of Christ compels you.
That only
the
took
power
you like
of Christ
a minute,
compels
dude.
you.
That only took like a minute.
Well, I was looking at my notes, man, and then I looked around and I saw
I was
crazy
just
eyes.
well, I thought it was gonna take like 5 minutes. That was
Oh
hilarious.
my gosh. Yeah, we had to exercise Gase out of him. All right, so I'll just jump back and forth. It just
I have the sudden urge to call really pathetic calls within the red zone.
oh yeah, dude, I can make it where you don't want to stand up. I just gotta say one word, Frank Gore. Oh, oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, look how excited you're getting. Look how excited you're getting. Frank Gore. Frank Gore, Frank Gore. Yeah. Okay, so Merry Early Christmas. So
It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet, but the food isn't good.
so I'm gonna say Merry Early Christmas, and then just one of you guys tell me who it's for. Doc, yeah, we'll do it. We'll start with you, Doc. Merry Early Christmas, the Marvins, which is Marvin Jones and Marvin Hall, owners. Why
Oh
is that?
man, Kenny Galladay.
This is probably the one I know. I'm probably not gonna know the next one.
Positive thoughts, brother. Positive thoughts.
You're right.
Yeah. We just got Adam Gase out of you. You're in a good spot. So,
Let me feel positive about this guy that gets injured.
there you go. There you go. That's what we're trying to do here, man. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, but I saw an actual. There's this one show called The Fantasy Doctors, which they'll talk about injuries that happen, and the guy did talk about hip injuries that happened during a game. Said more than likely it's a hip pointer. So hopefully Galladay will only be out for a week, maybe 2 weeks. Hopefully that's what it'll be. So it won't be anything too major. Gut Connor. Merry Early Christmas, Robert Woods owners. Why is
I
that?
know. Because Cooper Kupp got injured.
Yes, he hurt his
He
wrist.
did?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. They're checking out the
It's
severity
my
of it, but he landed on it.
birthday.
Yeah. So Merry Early Christmas for you, my brother. Okay, and Doc, Merry Early Christmas, Jordan Reed owners.
Oh man, George Kittle again. You know what? Are we really saying Merry Early? Are we really trying to make people think there's hope for Jordan Reed?
Yes.
Hey, I'm a believer. I picked him up. I'm a believer.
Go along with it.
Yeah. Go along with it.
I already gaslighted him.
He did. Yeah, full flame. But no. But yeah, the whole. I guess it doesn't matter. It's either going to be that or Dewey.
Dewey Cox
or Dwilly. Yeah. But the point is that George Kittle, what he did is he got a small fracture in his foot. And again, I was listening to those doctors, and they're saying that midfoot, that's what it sounds like it's going to be. So it looks like a 6 to 8 week injury probably. And so if you look at where we're at right now, we're at week 9. If you project 6, 8, he's done for the season, guys.
Okay.
If you have Kittle, he's probably done for the fantasy season.
Can I say one thing?
No, let's move on. No, yes, go ahead.
He's been injured already, so he's missed. If he misses 8 weeks, that means he'll have missed at least 10 weeks, I want to say, on the season, which is a lot for a tight end. So that's not something only to look at this season, but moving forward, there might be a chink in Kittle's armor yet.
Yeah. He might. He's actually approaching the injury prone mark.
And he's already been paid, so.
Uh-oh. All right. So let's see. Who was that? That was you, Doc. That I did. Connor. Merry Early Christmas, Nick Mullins owners.
I know this one.
That's because Jimmy Garoppolo got injured, right?
Yep. He's out indefinite, man, with a high ankle sprain.
The handsome one. So all he's done in his reign on the Niners is go on a date with that one girl and then lose a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He's done those two things.
But damn, he's a good-looking dude, so he's got that going for him.
He is the handsome one.
Yeah.
He's failed. Some people fail upwardsly. He fails handsomely.
Man, 32 is going to be tough on him when he gets his first wrinkle. It's going to freak him. I mean, watch out. I hate to be around that.
What if he's like George Clooney and he just never ages?
Or Brad Pitt until recently. Yeah.
He looks pretty good in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah. Doc, Merry Early Christmas, Jermichael Hasty owners.
Oh, I know this one.
Yeah, that is Tevin Coleman.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I think
looked great, then gone.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So I think moving on him was a good idea. Yeah, Connor, I think that was a good idea on your part because it's whatever, dude. Why even have that on your roster? Not even worth it. Okay. Then how about this, Connor? Merry Early Christmas, Jonnu Smith and Corey Davis owners.
Because AJ Brown got injured.
No, close though. Well, not well, but it still
Adam.
is
Oh
recent.
yeah, no, Adam. Okay.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead.
I Adam Humphries got injured. Yeah, I actually read
Got it.
about that because I
Concussion.
was well, yeah, no, it was a bad hit. The guy got thrown out of the
Hmm.
game.
Hmm.
I was really curious about this game because the like I was like, wow, the Titans lost to the Bengals. Like, what kind of game script were they in? And so like, I saw like Corey Davis was a leading receiver. I was like what? And so I was
Yeah.
reading like I saw AJ Brown did, and I was like, okay, well let's see what Adam Humphries did. And then I was like, whoa,
Hmm.
concussion, pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I disagree about Janu. I think that Janu is injured and they're not saying anything about it
Okay. Yeah. That could.
because he has not played well since he injured it.
Yeah, and he's splitting more time with the other dude, which he is more talented than the other guy. So.
Because Noah Fant, they're saying when you read the reports about him, they're saying that he looks hobbled and he's
Hmm.
still like considerably scoring more than Janu.
Yeah. Good point. All right, and so that was you. Then Gut. So here you go, Doc. This one, here you go. Merry Early Christmas, Naeem Hines owners.
Jonathan Taylor.
No. Uh. Yeah, actually, you got yes. And but there's also another reason too. So it's a part two. It's a double two presents under the tree for Naeem Hines owners.
Is it Wilkins?
Nope. It's actually T.Y. Hilton. Yeah, because
How about the running backs?
he
No,
started.
both of those people being injured benefits Hines. That's what
That's
Glenn
right.
is saying.
That's right. That's who benefits the most. Yeah, because
But it
Zach.
was only Hilton.
Yeah, because you would think that'd be Zach Pascal or Marcus Johnson or Michael Pittman, but no, it was Naeem Hines. Yeah, for both reasons. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor with that ankle, it could be okay. Again, I was listening to the doctor thing and guy, and he was saying that it's gonna be one of the two things. If it's just like a sprain, then he should be good to go next week and be fine. If it's a little bit more, if it's if you start getting into the ankle sprains, low ankle sprains, high ankle sprains, then it gets a little bit more nervous. So just got to stay tuned to it. But not time to get worried too just yet. So Connor, you doing all right over there with it all? With Jonathan Taylor, man, with the J train losing a spoke. You all right with that?
I'm thinking about cheating on him with Naeem Hines, but don't
Are
tell
you?
anyone.
I promise you I won't. I promise you I won't, dude.
Well,
Yeah, just
someone in our league told me he would trade Hines to me earlier in the year, so I want to pick him up before he can pick him up, just so he can't say that to me again.
Oh yeah. The guy who jumped on him first. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. I got you. Okay. So just real quick, this was that was the Merry Early Christmas. But there was some trading that went on, so I just want to go and talk to you guys about that real quick, and also a little bit of smoke if it's even smoke there. But the Jets traded their linebacker Avery Williamson to Pittsburgh, so Pittsburgh's defense just got a little stronger. The Chargers, they traded their All-Pro cornerback Desmond King to Tennessee for a sixth-round pick. So hopefully that helps out Tennessee because they're hurting out there. And San Francisco traded their 2017 Pro Bowler linebacker Quan Alexander to New Orleans. So New Orleans is hopefully getting some much-needed help there. And this is the smoke that maybe not won't be smoke, but Hollywood Brown tweets, and he deleted, a quote, that said, "What's the point of having soldiers?" Which was cool. It's spelled SOULJAS. That was kind of neat. Soldiers. When you never use them, you put never. So that's something.
NEVA or NEVER.
No, NEVER.
He went ER.
Yeah. So that means that soldiers was a reason for that, dude. So that just makes it even cooler, I think. But that just proves that he is actually related to Antonio Brown. So he actually is. So
It's almost like his last name is Brown or something.
right, exactly. The only other bits of information that's come through is the Las Vegas offensive tackle Trent Brown was hospitalized after a mishap with a pregame IV that caused air to enter his bloodstream. He should be okay. Myles Garrett had an MRI after suffering a knee injury, so keep an eye on that. Baltimore left tackle Ronnie Stanley suffered a season-ending injury. But what's interesting about this, Connor, I figure you think this is kind of funny. It happened 3 days after he signed a $68 million extension.
Yeah, I read that. Real brutal.
Yeah.
I
And
think we know what these. Do you have anything else? Because I
one more,
I think
one more. The Minnesota cornerback Cameron Dantzler had a scary neck injury, but
So
he has
you're
full
saying
movement
that the
now.
Vikings defense is getting worse? Okay.
Well, no, yeah, no. I'm just telling you, there was a scary
That's-
injury, so he's doing fine now. He's doing better now.
It
So
still
yeah, we
sounds
can
like
let's move on.
yeah. Moving on.
Oh, let's do the blast and blanks, right? Is it time to do that?
It is. It is,
Yeah.
boys. It is, and
Oh, should we thank our supporters?
we should.
Connor?
Let's thank our sponsors. I'll start.
Yeah.
I'll start. I want
for
to
it.
thank the Pride of Sunnyside High Volume Music Radio. It is a super cool local Houston radio station, guys. They have a lot of cool programs. We are very lucky to be on there. Real nice guys. I'm glad to say I've been on the show, and you should definitely check them out.
Yeah, man. I was just to let you guys if you're listening to us on that app, thank you. But if you haven't downloaded, you'll get shows like Andrea
gotta
B's
download it,
Vocal
man.
Sounds,
Yeah.
the Business Knowledge Broker Show, the Soul Brothers Show, What's on Your Mind with Aunt Boogie, and of course the flagships show, which is Blame It on the Boogie.
Blame it on the boogie, man.
Yeah, dude. That's where you get to hear some incredible music. Fridays they have Funk Me Fridays. Woo! Try to stay still when you listen to that. And Doc, what's our other supporter?
Sports Host app.
Yeah.
Sports fan, if you love watching, paying attention to, eating up all the news, talking with people, then Sports Host app is a great place to be. It's a great community for people. You know what? There's some playful banter. There's some trash talking, but it's all respect up there. So go over there, download the app, get involved. It's a fantastic place.
Yeah, man. All right. So on to the meat. Let's get to the meat.
You know,
Blast and
you know
blanks.
us beefheads love beloved banter of meat. Blast and blanks.
Let's
Do
go meat.
you want to?
That's a good point. Real quick, if you guys are enjoying what you're seeing, enjoying what you're hearing, what should they do? Who's gonna jump at it? Go for it. Which one?
Like
Which one?
and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah,
Nice.
so tuning in on YouTube, like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, tell us what you think we're wrong about. Tell us if we ruined your week in fantasy football. Let us know. You know what? Chances are we ruined our week too. So
Yes.
Well, yeah. I'm at 4-4, but
I'm
that's
sorry. I'm also mad I was wrong about Sunday.
all right. So all right, let's start with the. What you want to do the positive or the negative first? I'll let you decide, Doc. No, not you, Connor.
We
Doc,
need a doctor's prognostics.
Yeah, you start.
roll
Which
it and start with the blasts.
Blast. All right.
He has a
Which
point.
which one, whichever quarterback, wide receiver, tight end, whatever you want. Go for it. You start it.
Quarterback.
Quarterback. All right. What you got?
All right. So we had a pretty good week for quarterbacks, or at least these quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes finally came out. Who would have thunk it?
Finally.
Great week against the New York Jets. Well, he did. He was fantastic. Russell Wilson was unlimited as usual. Aaron Rodgers was great. Matthew Stafford. Philip freaking Rivers, 2 weeks in a row as a top 10 quarterback. And this week he is in the top 5. Pretty great. A couple other quarterbacks that snuck in there that I did not expect to see. Drew Lock.
Right.
How was that, man?
The Loch Ness monster.
So he's either the Loch Ness monster or locked out of luck.
That's LOL. That's funny.
That's his life.
Yeah,
His
and
face.
but were you about to get to Mr. Eidber, the same guy in the same game with the Loch Ness monster?
Yes, Justin Herbert, man.
Oh yeah.
I'll just leave it at the top 8 that I have down here. Drew Brees actually had a pretty good game. I think we were a little apprehensive about this one. It was outside in Chicago, windy, cold, but Drew Brees still managed to deliver a solid game, almost 20 points, which is good in fantasy football. If you can get that out of your quarterback, it's fantastic. So good for him.
Easy breezy.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. Yeah. Poor easy breezy.
Poor Easy Breezy. Sure does sound like a good book. Okay, guys.
Did we
Stop
mention
messing.
Matthew
Yep.
Stafford?
Matthew
Okay.
Mr. Stafford.
Well, dude, man, I was playing against him too, man. I'm telling you, I got thwarped, spanked.
You got thunked.
Yeah, thunked is a good word. That's actually on. Tis the season's coming. It's on the Grinch. The thunk. Think, thunk. Anyway,
What
Yeah, I
all
was
was
right.
someone who had Mahomes in 3 of my leagues.
Mm.
That
you
was
played against him?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
We'll
God.
talk more about that game as we progress through the
It's like the
blanks,
stars aligned
last
for you.
and the blanks.
Okay. Can I talk about the blanks for quarterbacks? Or are
Yeah.
we doing the blast for all positions? Did I
Dude,
read that wrong?
man, it's such a free. Is that what you're feeling? I think you're feeling that. Let's go and do it, dude.
Well, because I started Terry Bridgewater against Atlanta and he sucked. He okay. Granted, he got
Is the
injured.
weather? Is the weather too?
I think it's funny that like the one time the Falcons defense was good, it's all because they injured someone. They're like, yeah, we're good. It's like, no, you're a dirty defense. You're not a good defense.
The
You
Dirty
inju-
Birds.
they injured his neck. Like what like piece of shit move is that as like a human being? Like you're getting paid to throw a ball in a game that we used to play during recess, and how you win that game that everyone makes some money for based on their body is you hit his neck. This is the kill shot, people. It's a piece of it's a piece of shit move.
Oh, spoken like a true owner. Look at that. Dude.
Yes,
There's
spoken like
love in
someone
that.
who had Terry Bridgewater and wanted him
Yeah.
to score 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, yeah, dude. Well, that's what he did last game. Last time they played.
I know. That's why.
But
That's the whole.
last time it wasn't raining, and that's where the effect of the weather. This was a weather week, so there's a lot of blanks when while we're going through the blanks here. That the weather probably played a part.
So
on
some
it.
of the other blanks.
Keep going.
No, you. I was
Oh,
teeing you
Kirk
up.
Cousins. Yeah,
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, man, 160 yards for and only one pass TD. But again, I think that's the weather. Josh Allen, another weather thing. 154 yards, one interception, 10 rushing attempts, 23 yards, and one rushing
And
touchdown.
we knew he was gonna have games like these guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is in fact I think you were calling it, Connor, about Josh staying away from Josh Allen. I think you're no, and you too, Doc. You too. Yeah, I think both you guys were on top of
Well, for the record, I was still wrong because I took the under on the New England Buffalo game and got it wrong.
okay. All right. One of the biggest so you said that's kind of like that's expected. Ben DiNucci absolutely was expected. 180
Yeah,
yards,
and
5 rushes.
no one expected Sam Darnold to do real
Two
well.
fumbles. Yeah, but a surprise, or is it anymore? Doc, I'll ask you. Lamar Jackson, is that a surprise?
I was kind of poo-pooing on him last week, and he, had another rough game. I mean, he started out throwing a pick six. Granted, this is against a vaunted Steelers defense. I mean, seriously, they are potent, but this is a kind of a pattern that we're seeing. And it's definitely why you encourage people to not take a quarterback super
Early.
high.
Yeah.
You took
So-
Mahomes. I mean, you were happy this week, but I mean, on average, you would have been better off picking up Russell Wilson or Aaron Rodgers or Matthew Stafford later and spending that pick on something else. So,
Yeah. Or Herbert, like you talked about, he was undrafted. But anybody else that we missed on that list?
did you? I might have missed.
I
Jimmy.
mean, also the guys that are playing tonight could be on that list by the end of tonight. We don't know yet.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind keeping an eye on that, Connor.
Do you
that'd be
want
awesome.
a current meta update?
Yeah, right now because I think it's the fourth quarter, so it's
Well,
kind of.
right now it's
Who would you say
15 to
is the blank?
17, and Daniel Jones just threw an interception.
Okay.
So on the night, Brady has thrown for 200 yards and 1 touchdown, and Jones has thrown for 188 yards, a touchdown, and 2 interceptions.
Yeah,
So it
that's-
is an
that's-
ugly game.
Yes, it
and I
is.
took the under on this game. I am hoping it stays ugly.
Yeah. Jimmy GQ is what was really bad about that, Doc, was that he had 16 attempts for 84 yards, right? But as soon as he got hurt, Nick Mullins comes in, right?
Yep.
And then he threw for 238 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's into the top 12. He was the top 12 12th of the top 12 quarterbacks, and Garoppolo was 30th. And it's a shame because he was kind of a darling for streaming option this week.
Oh yeah, because it was playing against Seattle. Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, and since this is right in your wheelhouse, Doc, talk about Cam Newton, and I think that's all I have on my list for blanks.
Yeah, Cam Newton. You know what? It's better than previous weeks. He was knocking on the door 20 points, which is all you can hope for a quarterback. But you're still seeing sloppiness. I mean, the game. They were driving down. They could have came up with a potential game-winning drive, and they fumbled the ball at the end. So we're still seeing this. But
who fumbled the ball?
Cam Newton.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's why he's a blank.
Yes. Yeah. No. But I'm saying that, like, if you look at where he finished, I mean, he was 10 on the week. So I mean, he still snuck into the top 12 for quarterback.
Yeah, it took the weather to do it too. All right. So, anybody else we missed there, Connor?
No. Let's move right along.
All right. So now we're gonna go to the blasts. You picked Doc.
So
all right.
Or no. Did you pick it last time? You picked last time. You started us with quarterbacks, didn't you?
So we did all the quarterbacks. So we're doing wide receivers now.
I guess you're picking then, Connor. Let's
no,
do it.
I don't have to hijack everything. I was just asking the order.
No. It's actually your turn. Yeah,
it is. Oh,
yeah. I made a mistake. Yeah. So. Yeah, it's your turn.
Well, Robert Woods popped off.
For wide receivers?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did
Rams
for you, dude.
Are committing to letting Woods run the football in the red zone. And he also caught a touchdown late in the game. He got a lot of points.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you got to be happy about that. So
a lot
who
of
else
other
you got?
guys popped off. DK Metcalf.
Who?
DK Metcalf had a great game.
Yep.
I mean, he is. I was kicking myself in the nads because I thought, man, I could have drafted DK instead of Juju. If I drafted DK instead of Juju, I would be like, but because I did so many drafts and I succumbed to the ADP of, well, I can't take DK over Juju because Juju's ADP is so much higher than DK's. That just doesn't make sense.
Well, I mean, Doc and I didn't help. I mean, I was really big behind Juju too.
No, I'm just moving forward. Well, yeah, we all were big on Juju at the time. We didn't think his targets were going to be this short.
Right.
The hard thing about DK was you had to believe that the Seahawks were going to be.
That's the thing. That is the thing. I forgot that.
That's what you were hedging your bet on. And so, you know what? You did the best you could with the information you had at the time, and we just didn't know because everyone had been saying let Russ for a long time. You just did.
Very true. I took a safe approach.
Well, you also got to remember, dude, you have to keep in mind, okay, that this week DK is incredible. DK is awesome. Last week, Lockett was awesome and DK wasn't.
It's very true.
You'll see when we get to the blanks. You're gonna see.
You're very
there.
And
So you probably get about half games. It seems. Half of the season, you're going to get these awesome
Well, I guess
things.
then Juju's kind of better in some ways because he's more consistent.
Yeah, dude, I'm trying to make you feel better.
Thanks,
yeah,
man.
Yeah.
Okay,
you're
moving
welcome,
right along.
my brother.
Tyreek, thank you. Tyreek Hill,
Mm-hmm.
he had a day. He got 2 touchdowns. I played against him, and I played against Marvin Jones. So that was awesome. And I'm gonna add Chase Claypool on, even though he got 10 points. I think it deserves an honorable mention because he started out the day really bad. Like one of his first targets, he lost for a fumble, and then he resurrected it with a 9-target day for 5 receptions, 42 yards, and a touchdown.
Did you watch that game?
I was tracking it, but I did not watch it.
Okay, because I'm curious to see if that was whenever Deontay Johnson was out, because he was out for the game and then he came back in. So I'm curious to see if that's whenever he hit all those marks.
Well, another guy that popped off was right. Yeah, I agree with you. Another guy that popped off was T. Higgins, which I was really happy about because I started him.
Okay. Yeah, you can definitely put him in there. Oh shit. Oh, hey, hang on. I got a cat situation.
You do have a cat situation.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, he went down kind of awkwardly there.
Other guys include Keenan Allen. He had a great day.
Mike Williams, yeah.
Yeah, Mike Williams.
Which he's hard to predict.
He is very hard to predict.
That's the definition of boom and bust. Yeah, I think last week he had 3 points or something.
Fulgham, who Mr. Doc has. Also, man, if you had Julio Jones, or Allen Robinson, you were happy. And
Mhm.
Cooper Cup actually had a great day despite getting injured. He had 21
Yeah,
targets.
I played against him. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
another one. See, look, I mean, all those guys, they're all on blast. I told you, man, I got reamed. McCole. Well, Mr. McCole Hardman, 9 targets,
Wait, so
96
he got
for a
injured?
touch. McCole did?
No, I'm saying Cooper Cup did? Because there's
Oh,
no record of it.
yeah, dude. I mean, that's what they've been talking about. That he fell on his wrist, and that they're getting it.
Dang.
Yeah, they're getting it looked at. Yeah. Corey Davis did really well.
So did Tyler Boyd.
Yeah, yeah, 10 targets, 8 receptions for 128 yards, which was the most of the season. Touchdown, and back-to-back games, guys. I'll ask you, Doc. He's got 10 targets and a touchdown. Does that make him rosterable? And if rosterable, does it make him startable?
It just depends on who else you got. But if that, I mean, it's definitely startable. You know.
Okay, just asking for a friend. If you have Kenny Galladay and doesn't look like Jamison Crowder is going to be ready for the week, is he startable?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, just asking for a friend. Asking for a friend. Yeah,
I think
so
this particular friend should drop Aaron Rodgers.
drop him.
Just drop him for no reason.
You know, dude,
What's gonna happen?
Oh my god, dude! I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Just like you should drop DJ Moore. Yeah,
I'll drop DJ Moore if you drop Aaron Rodgers.
so
But
you
have to play another game of frisbee golf, and I already owe you on the one.
There's the second top receiver on the week that no one's mentioned yet.
Ayukin?
Devontae Adams.
Oh yeah, Devontae Adams.
Well,
absolutely.
he's kind of like a passive. Just everyone like.
I know y'all are just used to him already being there, but
12 targets, 7 receptions, 53 yards, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, good call. Good call. Yeah, we did pass him right by. He's on my list and everything like that. Let's see here. You know what's weird though? I was going to tell you about Robert Woods. Connor, you kind of flew down your list a little bit, but I wanted to say something is what's interesting is that Robert Woods, he produced that high, right? But he saw the fewer targets than Cup, which he got 21 targets, like you said, and then Everett and Josh Reynolds combined together for 9. So he did less. He only got 8 targets, and he did all that work. And he also had that. I think he had a rush, right? 2 rushes. So yeah, Robert Woods seems to be the most consistent wide receiver to own in the Rams. But I don't know what Cup's injury is going to do. Is it going to open up more for Everett or Reynolds? I don't know. I guess we'll talk about that on the Shooter Sees Fire show. But let's go ahead and jump to the blanks for the wide receivers. You want to start us off there, Doc?
Yeah. This is close to home for me. Robbie Anderson and DJ Moore were both. They just didn't show up. And as usual, Marquise Hollywood Brown. You're still starting him. You're still hoping, and he still ain't delivering. Juju Smith-Schuster, Devontae Parker. Pretty much the wide receiver.
Juju got 10 points. I don't think that's a blank.
Yeah, but Juju got 8 targets for 7 receptions and 67 yards.
Okay, but that's 10 points. What I'm saying is, if a guy gets you 10 points, it's not a blank.
You know, you're right about that, but I think we're more or less talking about what you expect.
Yeah.
Out of them.
Did they meet their what they were projected to hit?
And where you drafted them.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you're talking about. So I got you. Just like how Chase Claypool was a blast because he did more than what you expected.
Yeah.
Even though he did good. You know, 10 points is not a blast, but he did better than what expected. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like saying like, oh, you got 15 points out of Lamar Jackson. That's 15 points. That's better than others, but that's not what you were wanting.
Yeah. Dude, talk about close to home. Kenny Galladay, man. 4 targets, 0 receptions, and a hip injury. Oh, yeah, man. And not good. I'm playing against Marvin Jones this next week. I'm not happy about that.
I think we were all thinking that, you know, from what we've seen the last 2 weeks, the amount of targets he was getting, they were shopping him around, and that did not galvanize this week.
Oh, well, Alden Tate, was arisen. They brought him in, wait till after Halloween, but it might have been shopping him around. and then now it's time to try to deal. We'll find out by tomorrow. We're probably going to find out if AJ Green gets traded before we'll find out if we have an next president.
Yeah.
So
I think it I think that's good on wide receivers. You want to do running backs now?
Adam Thielen, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 27 yards. Justin Jefferson, 4 targets, 3 receptions, 26 yards. Jarvis Landry, 11 targets, 4 receptions for 52 yards. But he seems to be the go-to receiver since OBJ, and of course the darling from the waiver wire, Rashard Higgins, 3 targets, 1 reception, 14 yards, and Amari Cooper kind of got Danucci'd. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's my list. Did I miss anybody?
Nope. That sounds good to me.
All right, then I'll go ahead and start the running back blast. I see here. Of course, you got to start off with the blast of the day of the week. Dalvin Cook, man.
Ooh.
Yeah, 32 touches, over 200 yards, 4 touchdowns, three rush touchdowns, and 1 receiving. Oh my God, dude, yeah, dude, that's just incredible. I mean, if you got that guy, I mean, you're so happy, right now. Alvin Kamara, 12 attempts, 67 yards, 13 targets.
He is officially the Predator.
Yeah,
That is the
yeah.
energy that he runs with.
Yeah. I will concur on that, dude. How about DJ Dallas?
Yeah.
The perfect
Good on him.
the perfect storm. It was the perfect storm. I mean, Carson had to go, Homer had to go, and also Hyde had to go, and so whoever is the starting running back for Seattle, he's the one to have. Jamal Williams did well, 16 touches, 75 yards for 1 touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, who I sat for Le'Veon Bell, had 15 attempts, 62 yards, 1 touchdown, 4 targets, 3 receptions with 16 receiving yards and 1 touchdown. Of course, Josh Jacobs, I put him as a blast, 31 attempts, 128 yards, which was because both his season that was a season high for him, was the 128 yards. So I wanted to go and make sure and put that there. And he got 1 target, but dude, he was like 1 TD away from being like an uber blast. Damian Williams is one that I would put up there. He did was it 102 yards, 16 attempts, 1 touchdown, and his snaps were below. But his snaps were below Rex Burkhead and James White, and his touches were more than those combined. It's really weird because they had 11. It's really weird. Zach Moss, Singletary, I would put in there. But the one guy that I wanted to make sure I'm rushing to is I wanted to tell you that, okay, Connor, if he plays like this, you win. I will call him the Dominator. If he keeps playing like this, okay, he will be the Dominator. Okay, I won't go Dobby no more. You win. But as soon as he starts messing up, he goes back to Dobby. Okay, so
What's his name right now?
The Dominator.
Damn straight, boy.
15 attempts, 113 yards, 2 targets, 1 receiving, and 8 yards. He got 65% of the snaps, guys. That's the Dominator. Yeah, so I missed
actually, you know what? I'm gonna pick him up just because of that rant.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, but you got to worry about Gus Edwards because he got 60.
I was gonna say.
I've already read up. Yeah, no, but
go ahead, Doc.
The story.
Yeah, who got the high value carries and the touchdown in the game?
May I offer my counter narrative?
And I got something to support you, Connor.
Not a narrative. I mean, that's what happened.
Go for it.
I understand that that's what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, yes, Gus Edwards is the bigger back and he gets the red zone carries, but the Dominator did a lot. Like, he was a lot more efficient with what he got. So there's the whole, like, coach sees, okay, well, when I hand Gus the ball in the end zone, he falls forward, right? But this guy, this rookie over here that I drafted to be the future, he's doing really good with what I'm giving him. And, I mean, if between the two guys, who was more efficient, right? So wouldn't
fantasy points?
Yes, this week.
Well, it depends on where you had him. So if you had in a full point PPR, Dobbins was a better pickup. If you were just additional scoring, Gus Edwards was the better.
Yeah, Connor, it does. Is it going to be something like Miami whenever Jordan Howard was getting like the goal line touches? Like Gaskin did all that stuff between the 20s. Then when they got to the goal line, here comes Gus, because there was one touchdown that was made by a running back, and it was Gus Edwards. But something on your side though, Connor, is that Gus only saw 33% of the snaps, hurt his knee in the second quarter, but he came back in the third quarter. So that would
Did he
be
score his touchdown after he hurt his knee?
I think it was before. Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. So
Oh.
So I think that is the definition of nicked up. So you actually, so I, it's a, Dobbins, Dominator. I'm gonna keep saying it, dude. I'm telling you. But don't you give me no mess if he starts going back to Dobby. Okay. So right, if he goes back to the elf. So Dominator. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's why I was kind of rushing through those lists. I wanted to spend time on that. Did I miss anybody, guys? Okay, Connor, hit us with the blanks for the running backs, man.
Yeah, Henry,
Jonathan
right?
Taylor. Oh yeah, we talked. Did we talk about Derrick Henry?
Oh, Derek. Well, yeah. But
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry, people. We just assumed Derrick Henry's going to do good each week.
I own Derrick Henry, and I went past him
We
because
own
I
him
was
in
like,
E-Ward.
17 points. That's not a blast for Derrick Henry. 40 points is a blast for Derrick Henry. So yeah. So that's how I did it. Yeah, but anyway, go for it, man. Talk about the running back.
And I'm going to do some quick shots.
Go.
Frank Gore, James White, Kelly for the Chargers, and Ronald Jones. Now, Ronald Jones is in a game with 5 minutes left, but he's already
Talk about that, please.
He's in the doghouse right now, ladies and gentlemen. He has 7 rush attempts for 23 yards, 4 targets for 4 receptions, 23 yards, but a fumble lost on one of those said receptions.
Oh, the dreaded fumble loss.
And as a counterpoint, right now, Leonard Fournette has 12 rush attempts for 43 yards, 6 targets for 3 receptions, and 19 yards. And do you know what's really aesthetically pleasing about his stat line? There's no fumble lost on it.
You know what's a shame? Did you see the fumble?
Yeah, I did.
It was. It's hard to pin that all on Jones. It was a bad pass. The pass was tipped, and the ball was dinged out of his hand. I thought he could have easily just as easily have been down already.
Yeah, but the thing is, you know how Tom Brady and Bruce Arians' minds both work. They're both looking at Jones and they're thinking, okay, this is an excuse to use someone else.
Golly, man, screw that backfield.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I agree with you.
But I'm saying that if you watch the fumble, it's not as much of a. It's like an interception where the receiver lets it go off their fingertips and then someone else gets it. It's like, is that on the quarterback? Totally, So, but
yeah, well, he fell on it.
Can I keep going?
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
So after those guys. See, I'm pulling up my stat here. Not only did Jonathan Taylor not do good, but neither did Eclair. If you had Eclair, you were unhappy.
And Le'Veon, revenge game my ass. Oh my gosh.
Well, he's getting acclimated.
Well, dude, come on, man. I mean, what are you doing when you're up that high and then you do like a 40 some odd, 70 some odd yard pass to Tyreek Hill, dude? I mean, come on, man.
Well, speaking of guys that did bad, to move it along, Adrian Peterson did terrible, as is expected. Sure, the Joho was a healthy scratch. It's obvious that he's probably going to be on a different team next year. Also, Darrell Henderson Jr. got
hurt.
Yeah, he got hurt, and he was not doing too good anyway.
DeAndre Swift didn't do well, dude.
And Ezekiel Elliott.
Yeah. And you missed out on Kareem Hunt.
And Mike Davis and Boston Scott. I think you were expecting a lot more. I was expecting a lot more from those two.
And Mr. Devin Dingleberry.
Yes. Dingleberry did bad. Yeah. Well, I mean, I see. I had him in I think I mentioned him in the blast, but yeah, it sounded like I was giving him a blast. I was blasting Zach Moss. I thought Zach Moss did well, but yeah. Dingleberry didn't do well. Yeah, you're right about that, man. Right about that. I don't think I have. I mean, Kerryon Johnson. Nobody talks about that guy. And Jonathan Taylor, man. That's something that I mean, how are you? I just want to ask you.
I am legitimately upset about it.
Okay. I mean, are you worried? Or are you just upset? Is it just a bad game?
I'm just sad. I have David Montgomery. I'm gonna make moves. I'm gonna pick up the Dominator. I'm gonna be okay. But it's more just about, it's just I'm sad to see him get injured because, I saw him having this great season, and I think this is gonna give Hines and Wilkins just enough room to get their feet in the door and make it a committee.
Can I offer a ray of hope? So
Yeah.
let's say that if it's not anything like major, okay, let's say if it's just a week or two off, right? At least that explains why they went away from him in the second quarter or in the second half, and it wasn't because that he fell out of favor. All right,
Mhm.
that at least now you have that type of like, okay, he was hurt, which means that you can be recovered from, and that's different from this whole Buccaneers thing where, if you miss a block or if you fumble, then you're on the bench, so it's a lot different than that, dude. So and I think that's probably why you chose to pick up the Dominator instead of Fournette, correct? Because I know I didn't go after Fournette, even though it's a great opportunity, because the dude's already been hurt this week or this year. It's already we're only halfway through. So he's gonna get hurt again. We miss anybody, Doc?
Nope, that sounds about right.
Moving
Okay.
on to tight ends, ladies and James. Is it the Doc's turn?
I think so. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it is the Doc's turn.
Shortest list.
Yeah, it
Uh,
is.
Travis, that's about
Travis
it.
Kelce.
Travis Kelsey did great. I think Jared Cook had a decent game.
Yeah, 7 targets, five reception for 51 yards and a touchdown. That's pretty decent for Cook.
Eric Ebron's actually had a decent game. Let's see here. I think I just said him. Rob Gronkowski is currently having himself a game. The game is not over yet, but he is having a game. So
Yeah. Do you know his stats? Any of you guys? Either or?
yeah, I got it right in front of me. So he's got 1 touchdown. All right.
Mhm.
He's got 4 targets, 4 receptions, 41 yards.
Wow. All
So
right, dude.
getting a ton of looks, but the looks he's getting are worth it, at least in this game.
In that position, yeah. TJ Hawkinson, dude, 10 targets, 7 receptions, 65 yards. That seems like the guy who's really going to when I said Marvin Hall and and uh and Marvin Jones, that was going to be the one that was going to be the Merry Early Christmas to, but actually it looks like TJ Hawkinson, man. I mean, I think his targets are going to go up. So if you're a TJ Hawkinson owner, Merry Early Christmas. Tonka, but Tonka, those Latunyon sighting, 7 targets, 5 receptions for 79 yards. So yeah, I think that hits my list. You're right. It was a short list. Connor, did we miss anybody?
No.
Meow.
So
Yeah.
moving on to defenses.
No, man. What about the blanks?
Oh, well, blanks. I'll start with a good one. Mike Gesicki.
Oh my
Yeah,
God. How about that? How about that?
Hunter
Boy.
Henry.
George
Mhm.
Kittle.
Whack whack.
Johnny Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Mark
Yeah.
Andrews.
Yeah, but
Wait.
do we talk about Johnny Smith on the air, Connor?
Can I backpedal? Forgive me. Did you guys mention Hawkinson?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
So
Yeah, no,
back on blanks.
yeah, we talked about Johnny Smith, that there might be you suspect that there
Yeah,
might
the
be,
injury. Yeah.
they're hiding an injury because Ferkshire keeps he's 50-50 split on the snaps.
Look, man. I don't think they're gonna risk Johnny Smith's health for fantasy points. I think they're looking into the playoffs.
Screw them.
Playoffs.
How dare they?
Right? How dare they be a good football team?
Yep. Okay, keep going.
For other tight ends that did bad. Well.
Big and Graham.
Oh
were not-
wait. Okay, I'm gonna go back again. Did you guys cover Gronkowski?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
Welcome to the show, Connor. Yeah.
I'm off in my own little world. Okay,
I see that.
Trey
I see-
Burton. Trey Burton, I know you were complaining about him,
Yes.
but he got a rushing
Yes.
touchdown. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on it's fluky. I'm looking at 4 receptions, 5 targets. That's what I'm looking at, dude. And I'm looking at Jack Doyle was the one that scored the receiving touchdown.
Okay, I understand that. I want to read a stat to you.
Mhm.
If I told you that Trey Burton ran the ball 2 times
Mhm.
in 2 games
Mhm.
for 2 touchdowns,
Mhm.
would that change your in back to back? That's what he's did the last 2 weeks they've played.
Oh, I'm very aware. I'm very aware, and I'm
Yes.
still and like see part of it is like I'm pivoting away.
And he's
Um,
gotten at least 4 targets for at least 3 catches
yeah.
for at least 9 yards.
Well, see, he's playing Baltimore next week. Okay, so that's why another reason why I pivoted. Okay, is because I'm like I only need him for 1 week because I have another guy that's actually a stinker on this list blank, which is Dallas Goddard. You know, he had 1 target, 1 reception for 15 receiving yards, but I think the whole Philly offense, other than Fulgham, didn't do very well. Um, I know Carson Wentz didn't, but we should have mentioned him in the blanks, but whatever. But yeah, on Trey Burton, I dude, Mo Alley Cox is in there, Jack Doyle's in there. It's just, it's like I always lose when I play shit stick. I always lose. I never win it. You win it. I don't. I don't have that kind of luck, and so I have to go for something that's a little bit more, that I think is going to be more sure. So that's why I went and got Hayden Hurst because I thought that he would be more sure. Especially I like him playing against Denver, and since that's a run funnel defense, and so there's gonna be a lot of passing in there. And Ridley's not going to be there, so Hurst will be should have higher targets. That's my assumption. It probably won't work out that way. Mark Andrews, what do you think about Mark Andrews, guys? Doc?
I'm concerned about the whole receiving core just because of Lamar Jackson's shoddy passing performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, boomer bust, dude. 6 targets, 3 receptions, 32 yards. Not exactly what you were expecting out of a fourth round pick, right?
Nope, not at all.
Yeah, yeah. So that's another thing. Yeah, but who called that between you guys? I know one of you guys called that. Which one's going to take credit for that? Mark Andrews.
Doing bad this week.
Yeah, a
I
year.
think that was doing this year. That was the doc. That was not me at all.
Okay, it's all
I
on
was,
you.
was concerned about a regression in Lamar Jackson.
Gotcha.
More than Mark Andrews.
All right. So, all right, moving on then. Any blasts on the kickers, guys? I only have one. Greg Zerline.
No. There's
Ashley and
another.
Oh, and Will Lutz. And Will Lutz. Yeah.
That's disrespectful. You're
Who,
just
who else?
gonna you're just gonna skip over my main man, Mr. Youngway, like that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Talk to me. Preach.
He got 13 points. He got 2 field goals under 30 yards, 2 field goals over 30 yards, and an extra point. In
Yeah.
a low-scoring affair, he got 13 points. That's a very high floor for a kicker.
Oh yeah, he did pretty well. I guess it was because it was on Thursday, and I didn't. And Zerline do that hook, like playing the wind, just like it just was amazing to me. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Beautiful. I did see that. That was gorgeous.
Like a 60-yarder, right, or something like that.
And he specifically hooked it to get distance out of it.
Uh-huh.
Right. It was so beautiful.
And the wind, and he played the wind, so the wind would turn it in. I mean, that was so cool. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Will Lutz got like 16 points, dude. I mean, again, I played against him. Yeah,
Yep.
so yeah. So anybody that is on the blast, I played against them. Anybody that was a blank that stuck out as far as kickers go, I that's kind of a hard one to do a blank, you know.
I have a good one for you, Mr. Dan Bailey.
Oh yeah, what did Mr. Bailey do?
He got 4 points. Another one, Mr. Matt Prater. He got 3 points. Another one, I would say would be.
Oh, then slide then. He only got me 5.
Yeah.
Vader and Jake Elliott did.
Maybe that was just you getting like cursed or something for picking him up after I just.
Yes, dude, I'm always cursed on this stuff, dude. Yeah, this was a cursed week, absolutely. Hopefully, all my bad happened now.
Guskowski only got 2 points.
Oh well, that's poor guy. Okay.
Fairbear on the bright side, Fairbear didn't get negative points this week because he was on a bye.
Hey!
There's always a chance of him getting negative points.
Poor guy. All right. Any more kickers that were stinkers?
Robbie
Okay.
Gould.
Robbie Gould did bad.
So guys, I'm mentioning every kicker that did bad to point the fact out that this is why I'm always like, I don't really trust these guys.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm glad you're doing it.
Did we say that the Chargers kicker did really good?
Yes.
Okay, you did. Okay.
All right. Okay. Defenses. Any defense that were blasts?
The Steelers.
How
No,
about
we're better. The Miami freaking Dolphins.
Oh,
no?
dude,
There you go. 2 sacks, 2 interceptions,
dude.
2 fumble recoveries, 1 touchdown, 1 return. Basically, anything you can do to score points, they did it.
Yep,
Yeah.
and the Philadelphia Eagles as well had a
Mhm.
fantastic outing. The defense, special teams.
Anytime you get a defense that gets a safety, that's a good day.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
and a fumble recovery. Yeah. But yeah, that's what I have as far as the defenses that were awesome. It did that were blast. Connor, do you have anybody that stuck out to you?
Out of the blast defenses,
Yeah.
yeah, the Indianapolis Colts, they got 50 because I played against them. They got a fumble recovery for a touchdown.
All right. That definitely does qualify. Cool. Anybody else we missed, Doc?
Nope.
Nope. All right. How about the blanks? I have Green Bay as a blank for defense.
Yeah, I have the Browns and the Giants.
Really, the Giants?
They only have 4 points right now.
Then putting Tampa Bay into that. I think they're doing that bad too.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay
Yeah.
actually not doing terrible. They've got 9 points currently.
Hey! Oh, happy day.
They have 7 in our league.
Why? When did that happen?
Oh, well, that's okay. 7 is better than.
Probably a sack because Daniel Jones was starting to run. That's
It was 4. It was 4. How about Detroit, dude? Yeah, they didn't do too well. They only had 2 sacks, and they blocked a kick. However, they gave up 41 points.
At least they didn't give negative points. That's what the Titans got.
Whoa! Really?
Yeah, they got -1 points.
Oh, that's the worst right there. I'd rather get 0. You're better off just leaving that spot blank.
Yep.
Then, oh my God, that's the worst. All right.
The Chiefs got 9 points.
Well, that's respectable. I mean,
Yeah,
if you get close to 10, that's why I
Yeah.
was like, when you said 9, I was like, hey, but then I was like 7, I was like,
Did we
ah.
mention the Eagles? They got 20.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
The
Yeah.
Bills only got 4 though.
Then that would be a blank. There's a lot of blanks to do on the defense.
There's a lot of
Yikes.
blanks on D's. A lot of blank D's.
Blank D's.
Not,
All right,
not a lot of D's that blast.
Hey,
You know what I mean.
mean.
And the Patriots and Los Angeles Chargers both got 3 points, which sucked.
Mhm. Yikes. Okay. All right. So I think that does the blanks and the blasts. This is a waiver show. So what we're going to do real quick is we're going to go and pivot real fast to first I'm going to ask you guys about these players because, before you pick somebody up, you got to drop somebody. So I want to ask you these people to tell me, these players here to let you tell me if you think that they're droppable or not. Okay. Then we'll move to the waiver wire thing, and then we'll do like we do normally. We'll go back and forth like we always do, all the high, medium, low. But let's go and jump over here to these this droppable. So I'll start with you, Connor. Joshua Kelly's he droppable?
Yeah.
Okay. Doc, AJ Green droppable?
droppable.
Okay. Connor, Rashard Higgins.
Yes.
Okay. And then Doc, Richard Rogers.
Yep. Goddard.
Yeah. Connor, Jimmy GQ.
Yes.
All right. Doc, Jarek McKinnon.
I'm a hold.
You're a hold? Okay, so you hold on to him. This landed perfectly, Connor. I didn't really plan it this way. It just kind of happened. Tevin Coleman.
Yes, I dropped him.
Because you were literally dropped them. Okay. And then Doc, Adrian Peterson.
Drop.
Okay. And then Connor, you get the hard one. Amari Cooper.
No. Well, actually, try to trade him. If I'm being honest, you can probably get something for him.
Yeah, what do you think you can get for him?
Don't drop him, because someone's gonna pick him up. So at least try to get like someone's like bench bantha fodder.
Go for it. What would you say? What would you get? What would you think would be a good trade for?
Okay, so
Amari
like
Cooper?
if I'm looking at your team, Brian, and I have Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
I'm sizing your team up.
All right.
I'm at least going to try to get Giovanni Bernard or Trey Burton or Chase Edmonds or Crowder or, Robinson.
Wow. You think I would trade that for Amari Cooper? Holy mackerel.
One of those guys.
Okay, yeah, I don't.
And I know this is a terrible scenario
Uh-huh.
because you don't like Amari Cooper. But let's say I'm talking to someone. Let's say, for the sake of the convenience of this argument,
Yeah,
let's
let's
say
see if I
the
love him.
doc. Let's say the doc likes Amari Cooper. Okay, I might try to get Cam Newton, who isn't doing too well, right?
Hmm.
But I might be thinking, well, he's a serviceable backup quarterback, so I'm just going to get him anyway.
Okay,
Or I
that's good.
might think that Devontae Parker is going to do better because they're going to put Fitz back in. Something like that, right?
Or it's Shark maybe even, right? Because
Or
with
Shark.
the new quarterback coming in, that actually might be an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Would you trade Amari Cooper? Would you trade DJ Shark for Amari Cooper, Doc?
No,
No, is it because that's what your name is behind, or
no, because I've watched the Dallas offense. And
Yeah,
so,
the Cowboys do look really bad, and I don't think that anyone that's paying attention to fantasy football like we are is going to trade for Cooper. I think the point of this is that you should at least try to do that instead of just drop him because someone's probably going to pick him
yeah,
up.
let me tell you, Connor. Let me tell you what brings you credence. I forgot about where we're at. We're in Houston. All right. There's a lot of Dallas
So
Cowboy
you
homers
find
around
that
here.
you found if you're in Houston and you're in a league, you find the Cowboy homer in your
Yep.
league and you trade him
There's
to
always
him.
one. There's always one, and
Trade
that
him
he
to
will
him.
definitely take him. Absolutely.
So
Good
that's my
point.
advice on that. Can we move
There you go. Good
forward?
point. Good point. Good point. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and go to the and oh, did I miss anything on those guys? Did I miss anybody that you guys might think might be on the
No,
bubble?
you covered it
No.
all.
Okay. Cool. All right. Okay. And so I'm gonna jump right here to these waiver wires and guys that might be out there for you to look at. And just get your opinion. Tell me high, medium, low. We'll just go back and forth. Who did I start with last time? I think I started with Connor. So I'll start with you, Doc. I'm he's still there. Irv Smith Jr. Okay, the preferred passing tight end for Minnesota.
low,
Low. Okay, Connor Trey Burton.
Medium.
Medium. Okay, and then Ethan Marvin Hall.
low.
Low. Okay, yeah, I agree with you on that. I mean, the guy popped up. He really came out whenever Galladay went out, but dude, I don't know if you can trust that or not. Yeah, there's other guys that will probably come out. Um, Connor, Jalen Rager.
Low.
Oh, all right, interesting. Is it because of the thumb? Because he has to wear a thing on his
They're all
thumb,
made
or
of glass, man.
okay? And then Doc, Jermichael Hasty,
Medium.
medium. Okay, all right. Connor Hayden Hurst,
Medium.
say hi.
High.
Ah, thank you. You make me feel so much better. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. It didn't even have to be led to that way. I
Tell
appreciate
me
it.
I'm
Thank you.
pretty.
Please tell me I made the right move. Yeah. Okay. Doc, AJ Green,
Low.
low. If you had him, would he be droppable? Because I think I asked you
You
that.
already asked that, and I did say he was.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I just want to see you were consistent. You passed the test. Hey, Connor, Nick Mullins.
Oh, high.
Hi. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, and then Doc, Jordan Reed.
Mm, low.
Tell me I'm ready.
I like how I say it better.
No, but I figured that would be a code for him to say hi because I picked up
I
Jordan
know,
Reed.
I know, I know, I know. I know.
Yeah, see, you're on my wavelength there, Connor. All right, all right. Somebody's following along. Connor, Jacoby Myers.
Medium.
Medium. Okay. And Doc, Zach Moss.
Oh, high.
Okay. I'll give you this one here. Connor, Dobby or Dominator. Sorry.
Okay, I am adding an extra knob above high, and I am setting it on that.
Okay. All right.
In
And
in,
then
in a lot of ways, I feel vindicated because Jonathan Taylor gets injured, and then the Dominator starts doing awesome.
sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Doc. How about Gus Edwards?
Medium.
Medium. Connor. Oh, this is dirty. Sorry. Jordan Wilkins.
In all realness, I'm actually low on him because I remembered what happened. He last year, like he had a couple games, he was really good, and then they gave him the rock, and he
Uh-huh.
stopped doing go with it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's
Um, go ahead.
low.
Low. Okay.
I'm giving him
Doc.
some low main.
Low man. Doc. Naeem Hines.
Low.
Hello.
Main.
Uh, Connor. Corey Davis.
Low main because he's so sporadic. I was reading up on him. He's a very efficient player, not a very predictively consistent player.
2 weeks of double-digit targets and a touchdown is enough to make me a believer halfway through the
Oh.
season if he's in the pool.
So you're gonna pick him up?
I already have. Yeah, I have to, dude. I have Galladay and Crowder. I think they're going to hold out Crowder till the bye week. I mean that's about the normal repair time for a groin injury. So I would effectively don't have a wide receiver, so I had to pick one up. Um, so the and then that was okay, and then Doc, Anthony Ferkshire.
Low.
Hello, okay. Connor, DJ Dallas.
Medium, because I don't know how long the other Seahawks running backs are going to remain injured.
Okay. Doc, uh, Darnell Mooney.
Oh man. I'm gonna say low.
Low, okay. And Connor, I'm gonna give you the guy this give you the stats on this guy. And I want to see if you can figure out who it is. 5 rushes, 35 yards, 2 targets, 2 receptions for 30 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. See a little clue. He's listed as a quarterback.
He's listed as a quarterback.
Who do you think a person that Brian's trying to tell you to name?
Voldemort?
Yeah, Taysom Hill. Yeah, yeah. Can you believe that was his stat
tell
line?
me his stat line again.
Yeah, dude. It was 5 rushes for 35 yards, 2 targets for 2 receptions for 30 yards, and 1 receiving touchdown. Right?
It's like there's some coaches who I can get mad at because there's bad, and then there's Sean Payton who like he could be this great coach, and instead he wants to die on the hill of the fact that he won a Super Bowl against Peyton Manning because he kicked an onside kick.
Die on the
halftime.
Taysom Hill.
No, he it was that was what started it. Was he kicked the onside kick and he was like, I think outside the box, and then he started smoking crack with Adam Gase and all these guys, and
Well, one of the guys I was in the room was a Philly coach because I think that's why they picked up Jalen Hurt. That's why they drafted him because they were trying to use him like Taysom Hill. So I think he was part of the bong circle. Yeah,
he was next in the rotation.
yeah. So hey, would that be a little bit of yakety for Taysom Hill? Yeah. Yeah, awesome. You were able to figure that one out. Yeah, and then the last one for you, Doc, Anthony Miller.
Low.
Well, yeah, and again, and don't get trapped in by Albert O. Okay, I mean he had 1 target. Okay, and it was 1 target, 1 reception, and that was for the TV, or TD for the TD. But with Noah Fant banged up, I think it'll still be fine. Would you guys agree?
Agreed.
Okay,
I
fantastic.
concur.
All right. So I think that actually, dude, that puts us a little over an hour. That's pretty good. I mean,
So we're doing really good. Before we wrap
yeah.
it up, I want to address one thing.
Oh, we didn't do a ceasefire or shooter ceasefire for Thursday night.
Um,
Let's just do real quick, but
We're
address
gonna
what
do
you got
that
to.
really quickly, but I want to finish
Address
talking
something.
about
Go for it.
the games because I
for
have
it.
the
Go
official
for it.
tally on the over and under predictions for this week. I got 15 right and I got 11 wrong. On the day, I was 73% correct about the things.
Jeez, man, did you figure out
So-
that 73% just like right there on the fly, or did you have a calculator?
I already had this written down, man.
Jeez, that's incredible. All right, told you good on numbers. Okay,
No, but
so
here's the thing: is I don't know yet how the over under works because I don't know if it works like if you make a bet and you get the under wrong about a game, but you get who wins the game right. Like I don't know, like I'm assuming you still get some money.
only one way to find out, big time.
I'm not gonna start that.
Yeah.
So
So,
we're in a pandemic. What I should do is start gambling.
hey, you gotta think outside the box. Yeah. Um, so Thursday, it's Green Bay at San Francisco. So
Oh yeah, we can do this. This is easy.
yeah, yeah.
So start Jordan Reed. Start
Or it's a shoot, right?
yeah, shoot on Jordan Reed. Shoot on Mr. Jamichael, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the current Niners running back, and
Mhm.
shoot on Ayuk and give Ayuk a double dose.
Okay. Okay.
Because Nick Mullins is probably going to play hero ball for a couple of games and fizzle out.
Dude, he did great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. And what about the defense for San Fran?
Does that answer your question? The
Oh,
collective face we both made. It
I'm
was
sorry. I was looking at my notes. What did you say?
we
Let me see the
we
face again. Oh, okay, okay. How about Robbie Gold? No, but you said just start Jordan Reed, but you put him as. Was it you that put him as a low pickup for the waiver wire? But you said start him.
That was me.
That was you. Would you say Jordan Reed is a low priority? Tell me I'm pretty. Connor?
Man, you're really getting this. This is the third one tonight. You have a problem.
Well, no, dude. I'm just
Hi,
asking
I'm
you.
Brian, and I tell my friends to tell me that my
No,
fantasy
it's
football
just
players are good.
it was just a funny joke that I was keeping
No,
running. I'm not
know,
really
I
like
know.
that. Yeah, yeah. But I thought it was funny. Maybe I'm not.
Well,
But I'm
that's
old.
because you like dad jokes.
I do. I
And the
do.
essence of a dad joke is doing it so many times that it gets
Yes.
old to
Love
everyone
it.
that hears them except for the person
Love
telling
it.
them.
Love it.
See,
Love it.
because you tell them. So,
Magic.
is there
Magic.
anyone? So Packers.
Yeah, let me see. I'm just okay. Nick Mullins. Right. What about Bourne? What about Bourne?
No.
Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, Doc, why don't you do the Packers?
I'm starting Rogers. I am. I mean, we don't know where Jones is at. So if you're a Jones owner, just keep an eye on that.
Either or, right? If
Either
if
or.
if Jamal if Jones is in, start him. If
Yeah.
he's out, start
Williams.
Jamal Williams.
I
Or
mean, if Jones is out, start Williams. You're starting Adams. You're starting Tanyan. Um, trying to think.
defense or the kicker.
I would start both the kickers in this game. And
What about Lazard?
what
Lazard
is he?
becomes he might be.
He might be. If he's back, I'm starting him. He's the only other receiver I'm interested in Green Bay other than Devontae Adams.
So let's say if there's a Lazard, do you sit or start Tonka?
If Lazard is back, see, it just depends on what's available to you. If you have a decent pivot or a lateral pivot in your eyes, make the move because you haven't seen that Packers receiving core with Tanyan and Lazard after Tanya has made his breakout, right? So now that he's broken out, even if Lazard comes back, Rodgers may be adjusted to looking for Tanyan, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he might be Lazard proof, but
Gotcha.
we won't
Gotcha.
know until we see a game.
Yeah, one thing that I learned about being an Aaron Rodgers owner is that you do not start him against good defenses. You just don't do it. And so I would definitely cease fire on Rodgers. Yeah,
Really?
yes, I'm a Rodgers owner. I'm cease firing on him, but of course I could pivot to Herbert. So I'm a little bit,
Even after Russ put up a top 2 quarterback performance against them.
dude. That Tampa Bay game left a scar. Okay, so yeah, and
Left an
so
ulcer.
yeah, there you go. So it seems like any good defenses he doesn't do well. It just seems that's what it seems like it's going to be until he proves me differently. So yeah, I would cease fire on him. I would cease fire on Tonka one way or the other because I think San Francisco's tough on
No more
on-
Tonka, my honka.
Yeah, I think that's over. But I think specifically for this game because I think San Francisco's tough on tight ends. But then of course if Lazard's in, then I don't start Tonka at all. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Yeah. The Jordan Reed thing is kind of weird to me because the opportunity's there, but he's just coming off an injury. I don't know what's happening there. So
Don't think about it too much. Just start him.
don't overthink it. Okay, gotcha, dude. Gotcha. All right, all right. So, cool. All right, then. Anything to add, Connor?
There is. Can we just talk about one more thing?
Go for it. Go
There
for
is some breaking news, and the doc can clarify this. If you look at your Instagram, doc, DeAndre Hopkins has a mustache now that looks like a curly Q mustache. I don't know what is going on, but this is some chaotic energy, and we could be looking at a 5 touchdown game for DeAndre Hopkins next week.
it.
I mean, that's a curly Q mustache, guys.
Well, Arizona's desert. They do crystal stuff there, So I mean, it might have gotten to his head, dude.
Well, that's all I was gonna say. So why don't we do our final?
All right. Okay. So yeah. So this was our. Thank you guys so much. We're gonna wrap up the show here. This was our blast and blanks for week 8. So on Saturday night or Saturday morning, we're gonna do our blast and blanks for the rest of the show or the games. So we gave you a little bit what it's like for Thursday, but then we'll be doing all the games, including Monday on a Saturday. So please make sure to like or subscribe, okay, so that you guys can make sure you get those notices when we do our new shows. So thank you so much, guys, for watching.
Shout out to sports hosts. Shout out to High Volume Music Radio.
There you go. Yeah, download the app, High Volume Music Radio app and Sports Host app. Also check out the website, highvolumemusicradio.com. And parting shots. Connor, parting shot, my brother.
My Jordan year isn't over yet, and I'm gonna play hard, and I hope the Dominator gives me strength.
Still sounds like a sex toy. Ethan.
I think that says subconscious things about your sexuality.
Sure. Ethan, parting shots.
Connor, you gotta get a new comeback when he says that.
It's fair.
Parting shots. You know what? We're in this thing, man. And the three of us, I think we all three of us lost this week in the league that we were all involved in. So if you're out there and you're not feeling great about yourself, you're not feeling great about your teams, just know that even people that spend time, watching and paying attention and doing their homework, sometimes you get the crap end of the stick. So that's just how it goes.
Yeah, it's a luck thing, okay? And like I said, I hope all my bad luck happened this past week because, dude, I got a lot of it. My team's coming out with a limp, okay? I mean, it is, dude. I mean, oh, my gosh, I just got – okay, so it happens. You look towards the next week, see what you need to fix, see what you need to be patient on. That would be my parting shot. Be patient. You have a good players. If they don't do well, they're not going to do well every week. Okay. Don't give up on them. Play your good players. And like Connor said, don't overthink stuff. All right. So on behalf of Ethan, the Doc Marshall, Connor, the Gut Marshall, and me, your humble MC, Brian, the Amigo Baldwin, we want to thank you for watching. And we hope the best for your teams and the worst for your enemies. And remember, everyone, in fantasy football as in life, don't dream it, be it. See you guys in a few days and be safe out there.